Hi, this is Don McAllister, and welcome to another edition of Screencasts Online for Mac. Now, although this is the Mac show, this week I'll be taking a look at a web-based software platform, and that's WordPress. I used WordPress many years ago when it was primarily a blogging platform, but since then WordPress has been extended and enhanced considerably, allowing it to be used for many different types of websites. I recently decided to reboot my blog and host it over at screencastonline.com using WordPress, and this has generated a lot of interest in the platform. So in this week's show, I'll take a look at the basics of WordPress, including installation on a self-hosted site, creating and managing posts, moderating comments, and a brief look at themes and plugins. Next week, I'll cover some of the more advanced features, so let's start by taking a look at how simple it is to create a website using WordPress. There are lots and lots of different options available to you if you're considering a WordPress site. The two main considerations are whether or not you want to host it at wordpress.com or whether or not you want to self-host it on your own website or on your own shared hosting service. Now, if you do want to host it on wordpress.com, there's a whole variety of different plans, starting off with a free plan, and then you can upgrade to various premium options, which gives you lots of additional features. But to be honest, I've always installed WordPress on my own self-hosted account, and that normally does require that you need to set up an account with a service provider, and the one I'm going to show you today is this one over here over on SiteGround. Now, I have covered this before. They do a sort of low-cost web hosting. They also do some specialized WordPress services as well. But we're going to look at just setting up a standard shared web hosting service, and then we'll install WordPress on top of that. And then we'll start to look at things like themes and plugins that really do extend the usability or the usefulness of a WordPress-based website. Now, I have to point out that SiteGround aren't the only vendors that do this. I've just had good experiences with SiteGround in the past. Virtually every, in fact, I would say every hosting service will provide you with a WordPress install feature. Normally, it's only a matter of a couple of clicks. Different service providers provide different techniques of installing WordPress, but they're all very similar. So I'm going to take you through completely from scratch, including setting up the domain here as well. Now, they've got a UK special at the moment where they're going to allow me to put in a domain name. So I'm just going to create SEO Demo as my domain name. So seodemo.co.uk, which is fine. Let's make sure that that is actually available. Yep, looks like that domain is available. You can, of course, select your own domain. If you have an existing domain name, you can use that as well, or you can just search for any other domain names that might be available to you. And I'm just going to go with this startup version, which is £2.75 a month, one website, 10,000 visits monthly, which is probably enough for a standard blog. You might want to have a look at these other plans if you're thinking of going even larger, but let's go ahead and say order now. And what, in fact, I'm going to do is to I think, when we get to the purchase thing down here, I'm actually going to set this up as just for a trial month. Okay, I'll still get the domain name and I'll still get all the extra services, etc. So let me go ahead and fill in this contact information and the payment details, and then we'll get back on with installing WordPress. So that's the form duly completed. What I have done though is to uncheck the basic backup service and the hack alert monitoring. This is just a demo, so I've taken those off. They were actually extras rather than included in the trial price. So it's £12.35. You need to confirm that you've read and agreed to the SiteGround terms of service, but we'll go ahead and just say submit order. Okay, so that was successfully submitted. Account is now being created. So we'll just wait until it's completed creating the account. And we can now proceed to the customer area. Before I do that, though, you will receive a welcome email with username and password, etc. Here it is. So we've got our login information, a link to get to the customer area, some help to get started. So using cPanel, which is a management tool that's provided with the account. And you'll find, again, with most hosted accounts, you'll get access to a thing called cPanel and then how to do various things. But I'll walk you through a lot of these. So let's pop that down. Back to Safari, and we'll proceed to the customer area. Now we have on SiteGround this brand new website setup wizard. So you can actually get WordPress pre-installed on the account. You can set up a new site if you just want to use it as a basic web service, but not on WordPress. You can transfer your existing website across, or if you want to do it manually, you can click this box here. But let's go for the easy life. Let's go and get WordPress pre-installed on this account. We'll say proceed. So this is going to walk me through the process. So we need an admin email, an admin username. We'll give it a password. And then we can choose a template. So these are the different themes. There are hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of themes available for WordPress. So I'm just going to go ahead and just let's select, see if we can see some additional ones here. Let's just go with, well, let's go with this one here, Redline. We'll say get template. And then when we're happy, we just say submit. Now you can change your template later on, so you don't have to worry about it too much. But I just wanted to get us up and running. And we've had an email notification saying that WordPress has been installed. So I've got my username, my password, and then some additional help on what's next. But again, let's proceed to customer area. Okay, we might come back and have a look at this shortly, but let's go across this other tab. Let's go to SEOdemo.co.uk. And there is my live blog over at SEOdemo.co.uk. Very, very straightforward to set up. To get the full version of this tutorial completely for free, as well as immediate access to over 500 other Apple-related tutorials, all you need to do is visit SEOfree.com to register for your 14-day no-obligation free trial Screencasts Online membership. So that's SEOfree.com to register for your 14-day free trial membership.